Hi guys, it is Saturday, another day, another time that I look homeless. I need to wash my hair. It's fine, but I wanted to check in because, do you see this friend that I have over here? This is my completed pattern test for Meg Crochet 2023, and this is the biggest plushie I've ever made. We measured him at my mother-in-law's, and he is 2 feet tall from hoof to horn. I can't even get him in the whole frame. Maybe if I back up. Do you see how big he is? He's like coming down to my waist all the way up to like my eyeballs. But surprisingly, he worked up really well. He's just really big. And I crochet typically always with an 8mm hook and then burlap blanket yarn. So all my stuff comes out bigger than most people's, but oh my goodness. He took like an entire skein of yellow yarn. Look at his cute little tail back here. I didn't add any spots on the back just because, I don't know, I just didn't. But yeah, I love her. So I just don't know what I'm going to price her, but I am proud to finally finish this. You guys, my crochet DD was really struggling to finish this because it was taking me so long that I was like, I just want to move on to other things. So I like forced myself to finish this today before starting anything new. And I'm really glad I did because I'm super proud of how she turned out. And I did crochet on my little loops for her hair. Anyway, what would you price this at? I have no idea what to price this at. I'm in the Midwest. I don't know if any of you are in the Midwest, and what would you price this thing? I don't know how much it weighs. It is so big. Okay, enough of that. So last night, this was one of my crochet DD problems. I bought 2 patterns that I've been wanting to try out. One of them is this pattern right here. This is from 5 Little Stitches. It is her Chonky unicorn pattern, and that is what I'm working on right now. So hold on. Okay, so I have the muzzle and the horn done for that Chonky unicorn, and I've just got that started on my hook. So I'm super excited to try this out. And then I also bought a pattern for a lacy cat, and I didn't look up her name before I started filming this, but I will put her name down here so you can check her out if you want to. But I think since I did some free patterns last week, I think I'll focus on patterns that I've paid for this week to show support for other small business creators. By the way, you guys, I have sold 20 of my Hatching Bunny patterns, and maybe for like big pattern makers that's like, oh yeah, I sell that in like 2 minutes, but for me that's the most of any pattern I've sold, and I am so excited about it. So if you haven't checked that out, it will be down here. I have so many other ideas for what I want to make coming up here. I think I am going to make a bird pattern pack. If you saw in my other video, hold on, let me show you. So I think last week or the week before, I made this little flamingo pattern using the same kind of shape that I did for my robin and my Patrick Mahomes. And I have one of these that I've had like an eagle and a mallard, but I feel like there's a million of those. So what I think I'm going to do, gosh, I have so many ideas in my head, but what I think I want to do is make an exotic bird pattern pack with like a flamingo, a toucan, and a peacock maybe. I don't know, peacock might be hard, but I think that's what I want to try to do and make a pattern pack with those 3 birds. And then I want to make a mole pattern, and I also need to make my love bug pattern at some point as well. So I have so many ideas, plus I need to market prep because I have a market in April, and I need to start creating inventory for that instead of all these like one-off items. So I'm a little bit all over the place, but that's kind of to come. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna get working on this Chonky unicorn though. Hello guys, it is Monday, and it feels like a Monday over here, let me tell you. My oldest finally got the bug that all of us had last week and that my husband had over the weekend, and James woke up feeling bad today. So we're just not on our typical, I mean, we don't have that much of a schedule anyway, but it's like really off today. Anyway, I've been trying to like catch up on laundry and all that, but I have finished some things that I wanted to show you. And the first thing is the paid pattern I bought last time, which is this. This is Starburst, the Chonky uniform. I almost said uniform. Starburst, the Chonky unicorn by 5 Little Stitches, and she is chonky. I feel like you could take this same pattern and make this into a pig, and it would be pretty cute. I love the muzzle on this. So, Luke, okay, go. Go up there. Okay. Anyway, so I'm running into this problem where I have a lot of new things to add. Sorry, there's so much chaos happening. Okay, I'm running into this problem where my next market, I have all of these new things that I've made or tried, or new patterns I've made or patterns I've tested, and I feel like I have a lot of one-off items, which I actually don't prefer for markets, because I feel like when people have too many options, they're less decisive in picking out something that they want. It's like going to eat at the Cheesecake Factory and they have that 72-page menu and you're like, I have no idea. I can barely even read through this entire menu before the waitress gets back. So I kind of feel like that's how it is when you have a bunch of like one individual items. I like to make like sets of items for my market. So I've been trying to figure out like how I'm going to group things with so many one-off pieces. So I think I'm going to have one basket that's like kind of loaf type animals. So it'll be more by shape than by animal. So I would have my Starburst the Chonky unicorn in there. I would have this pig that I made a long time ago, but it's that same kind of loafy shape. This is a muddy pig. I don't know if people are thrown off by this. It's supposed to be mud, but his muddy little ear and muddy snout and his mud patches. So I have this muddy pig that I could put in that basket. And then possibly like one of my potato bears. This is a potato panda from my potato bear pattern. So I could possibly put him in there. And then I have not made the, is it Green Frog Crochet? I think that's the name of the company that makes the Lazy Cat pattern. But I feel like the Lazy Cats would also be ones that would fit into this kind of bigger, loafy sort of shaped animal. So I think that's how I'm going to group those. So I'd have these kind of together with maybe a cat, and if I make any more of this sort of pattern. And then the other new thing I was going to show you is one I've been sitting on for the past 2 videos, but it was a mystery Easter free pattern, and it released today on Going Crochetsy's Instagram account, and these are so cute. These are what I kept giving you like sneak peeks of, like this. These are chocolate bunnies. Now I made mine with white tails, even though they're supposed to be chocolate bunnies. I made a white chocolate and a regular milk chocolate bunny, and I kind of made them like a couple. So the boy, I also crocheted a little carrot for him to hold between his little front paws. And then the mod also comes with a bow that you can add. So I gave her a bow and I added eyelashes. I embroidered a heart and nose for her. And this pattern is so fun. It's no-sew. And the shape is just so cute. You don't have to do color changes The only time I color changed was on the tail, but the pattern doesn't even ask for that. So this is so quick. They work up so quick and they're so cute. I love these. So I'm planning on having an Easter themed section again where I will have these, and then of course all of my hatching bunnies. And then I was gonna just keep making market prepping, which I probably should have done. I should have just kept market prepping, but of course I decided to make another pattern. Why do I do this to myself? Now I'm like stressed out about getting this pattern out and in testers. This is my mole. So I took his pictures outside by the my actual molehills in my yard when I put out the pattern tester call. But then after I put out the pattern tester call, I decided I probably want to make his muzzle a little bit shorter. I don't know, it kind of sticks out too far, I think. So I think I'm going to take one round off of the snout or muzzle or whatever you want to call this. And then I was like, well, I kind of want to make, so this is low sew. The only thing you're sewing on in this pattern is the muzzle. But I kind of wanted to make one where it was no sew, and I came up with this on all fours instead of sitting up. And this would be no sew. So I'm working on that right now. So I think the pattern is going to be 2 separate styles. So it'll be the mole pattern, but you can either make a sitting up mole, or you can make like a standing mole or on all fours mole. That is what I'm working on right now. I love how his little feet turned out. I did these little toes instead of just bobble stitches, and I love them. I think they're so cute. So anyway, that is all my update for now. I'm still needing to make those lazy cats. I will check back in later. Hi guys, it is Thursday and this will be my last update for the week. We are leaving out of town tomorrow, so I actually might get this posted tonight. I hope, maybe even this afternoon. That probably won't happen, but I have to get this up because we are leaving in the morning to go to Oklahoma City to watch a Thunder game with my son. We bought him tickets for his 10th birthday. So I thought I'd update you on what I have made, and you guys, this pattern. This is the Lazy Cat pattern from Green Frog Crochet. I don't even want to tell you how long this took me. Hours. And I was sitting here thinking it was going to be as big as Chonky Unicorn. No. And this took me half the time. The only thing you sew on this is the muzzle. Everything else is no sew. And for the tail and the hair, I actually just did the chain increase for the spirals separately. Instead of slip stitching and doing them, I made them separately, and then I just fed the 2 tails through and made it knot on the inside for these. Just because I prefer, I don't know, it's easier, and then you don't have to weave tails in at all at the end. But even doing those things separately and all of that, and how much bigger this still took me a fraction of the time as me making this. I don't know what my deal was, but my stitch count kept getting off. This has not worked normally. It's worked from a chain. So you make the tail and then you start from a chain and crochet around it. And I got off with my stitch count somewhere, and then I just kept messing it up. And then my centering was different. Like my stitches were not lined up the way hers were because of my tension. And then when I tried to adjust the stitches, I didn't know how to adjust the rest of the pattern because it wasn't just simple like moving the bobble stitch over one. It was like, okay, there was an increase before it or a decrease before it, or just the pattern itself. There was no like simple, like just go around without making any special stitches anywhere. So I don't know what the deal was, but this took me so long to make, and it's almost to the point where it's like, I don't even want to make these. I don't even want to make more of these, even though this is like the perfect size. This would be a great one to have a bunch of and sell for like 15 bucks. So I need to just try it a second time and see if a second one will work up faster than this one did, but this just was not nice to me while I was making it, or I just was failing. I don't know. He does have a butthole, so that's exciting. It is no sew. It is no sew. So it has that going for it. It has a great shape, a great size, but just was so time consuming for me to make. And then I finished my moles, you guys. By the way, this is me publicly stating I am not going to make any more patterns. I'm not allowing myself to make any more patterns before my April 5th market, because I have got to market prep. And I keep getting distracted by new ideas that I want to make. So I made 2 moles. Here is sitting up mole. I downsized his muzzle. So this was my first one. And then this muzzle is just way too big. It's like a beak, and it's so heavy he like falls down. This guy, see, I can do the same thing with him, and he doesn't fall because his nose is much more proportional. So I adjusted that. I sent this out to my testers. Someone in the last video said I should do a black mole with gray instead of the browns. I'll put your name down here. Whoever said that, I took your advice and I made a black and gray mole. And he's really cute. I really love this little. Moles have the like piddliest little skinny tails, and I wanted to make sure I had that on there. So here's the upright mole. Here is the all fours mole. I actually think I prefer this guy. He is so cute. They are in testers. I actually had one tester, Cami. Hi, Cami. Cami is awesome, you guys. Not my will, but yours with a K, K-N-O-T, on Instagram. She is amazing. She is an amazing pattern tester. She's an amazing encourager and supporter. She was hosting a spring giveaway on her channel on Instagram and invited me to participate and for the international followers prize to send them my robin pattern, which I will attach here. And anyway, she's one of my testers for this, and I just adore her. She already sent in a picture of her all fours mole, but I don't know, which one do you prefer? This will be coming out next Friday. The other pattern I'm going to start working on today, I won't be able to show you it because I'm going to stop filming more and just edit and get this video up, but I am going to make my popping mushrooms to go. So I want to make another Mario. Sorry, not another Mario, a Mario to go with my Luigi. And then I'm going to have him in a box, and I'm going to have my popping mushrooms, like power-up mushrooms, next to them on my table. So I have 2 left over from my last market. And this is another paid for pattern. These are always bestsellers at my markets. They are the Sammy Spore pattern from Cable and Canvas. I will put that right here. I'm going to link all the patterns I talked about today in the description box below. So if you're wanting to look up any patterns I'm mentioning, I will have those linked. But I think these are going to be my road trip work. So tomorrow when we're driving, my plan today is to get a whole bunch of these tops made in the different colors. So I need red, teal, purple, pink, and just have a bunch of these ready to go. And then in the car, I'll just have to pack my almond yarn, and I will start working on the underside and then the base in the car. And I will put them next to Mario and Luigi, and they'll be like a little Mario set. So I finally got out all of my inventory. I have some cows, penguins, Missouri tigers, regular tigers, my Patrick Mahomes, my assorted birds. Those are some jellyfish and axolotls. But I really have just a ton of organizing to do, so that will be in the next video. I might, if I'm feeling crazy, oh no, I'm not going to be able to set my camera up. I'm just going to hold this. I might, if I'm feeling crazy, make a second video to release sometime midweek next week, just talking about the patterns I've released. I have now published, I think, 5 patterns, and I'm super proud of that. I kind of got a bug and went on a tear, and so I think I might do a bonus video next week just going through all my patterns, how much they are, and link them all below. So I just kind of have them all in one place in a video. So maybe stay tuned for that, depending on how much time I have next week. And then market prepping. Market prepping. I cannot get sidetracked from doing that. So I need to make Jayhawks. I need to make woolly wildcats. I need to make mushrooms. I need to make more booty frogs. I need to make possums. Just a bunch. I just need to make a bunch of things. It's fine. Okay. Happy crocheting. See you guys next week. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, I am 8 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys could subscribe to my channel if you're not already, that would be amazing. I would love to add YouTube as a source of income to the rest of my crochet things. I know that YouTube, unless you have like multi-thousands of followers, you know, it's going to be like $2 a month, but it's fine. I would love to add that as part of my crochet business. So if you could subscribe, I just need a few more of you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye.